'cause you're desperate. Oh, here they come for a chance, for adventure. What's your poison? What's your pleasure? Oh, my city, she never sleeps. My city, she never weeps. My city, she keeps me alive. Give it up for my city, oh, oh. Give it up for my city, oh, oh. Give it up for my city, oh, 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 oh. Give it my city, my city. My city, my city. Where do you go when your heart with a fever? Won't you scroll, but you won't leave her? Oh, here we are, all the freaks and believers, all the sweet neon dreamers. Oh, my city. She never sleeps, my city. She never weeps, my city. She keeps me alive. Give it up for my city, oh, oh. Give it up for my city, oh, oh. Give it up for my city, oh, oh, oh. Give it my city, my city.
Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me now? I think it's good now.
Are we all
Come
good?
back. I think so.
Are we all good?
Hello, hello, hello.
Yes, we're all good.
What's the story, Raw fans? Tonight's topics on the rest of the story include...
The boss is back.
Where was Bray?
And does OC run the place?
All that and more coming up. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Wrestle Story, where we discuss all things wrestling, the legends of the past, the superstars of the present, and the trailblazers of the future. We stream every Monday after Raw, every Tuesday after SmackDown, every Wednesday after NXT, and I would like to say we stream after every pay-per-view. However, yesterday we did a live stream, so we did not stream after the pay-per-view because we spent 4 hours with
during
us
the pay-per-view.
watch-along.
Yeah,
So,
that was fun.
Tonight's Raw.
Best Raw of the year. Well,
I thought it was good, Scott. Definitely thought it was good.
I really did think it was good. I did. That return, man, it got me. It got me. It took me a minute to figure out who it was.
By the way, hello, Scott.
Yeah, hi, Scott. It took me a minute, to kind of process who it was, and then I was like, she's back. And so it was fun. It was a really good return. I will say, with the last segment, honestly, King of the Ring people, Export, what's up, my dude? Yeah, I mean, let's talk about that too. Actually, we'll talk about that in just a
Well, I think everybody knew that Sasha was probably going to come back. It was just a matter of when.
Brad Shepard was finally right
So I
about
suppose
something.
you could just throw it out there that, well, Sasha will be back here,
All
Sasha
these
will be back
women-
here,
yeah.
Sasha will be back here, Sasha will be back here.
That's his thing, though.
And eventually
It's like
you'll get it right. And then
every
you'll go,
week-
see, I told everybody I was right.
Yeah, repeatedly after week after week after week after week. When you weren't right. I will say, with that last segment, I would have much rather them flipped the segment where Sasha returned with the end, because I felt like the end didn't have, he has said it since Money in the Bank.
Yeah, I know. So
A long time.
That's what I said. So, you know, when you
Love
just...
how Brad Shepard is bragging on Twiter right now.
I know.
Like,
well,
yo,
let me see. I
was
said she's coming
right.
back, for the last 6 months, but hey, I had a headache because of that. It's coming back, Sasha.
They better not take the title from
It's
Becky.
happening.
She doesn't deserve jack.
It's coming, James.
I said I don't think it's right to put the title on her, because we all know she's getting it because she left and she just came back. But I think ultimately the women's division needs this right now. And whether we want the title to come off of Becky or not, I do think it's happening. And like I said, I think it's what the women's division needed. I think Sasha coming back is going to be a kickstart to make the women's division a focus again, because she's new. She's new.
Here's been the issue with the women's division.
But
all right?
everybody's excited. This is something that everybody has wanted to see. And so I think that's going to help it. Yes, the women's division on Raw, they really did need Sasha back. Because right now, as it stands, the roster had Alexa Bliss, who is now a tag team champ, and nobody really wants to see her go for a singles title. Alicia Fox, who is off, probably not wrestling on the main roster full time anymore. Becky, who's your current champ, your biggest women's star right now. Dana Brooke, who's off doing main event every week and nobody really cares. Lacey, who is also doing main event right now, and she just had a 4-month-long title push, and she was against Becky, and nobody wants to see that anymore. You got Maria Kanellis, who's having a baby and doing stupid stuff with the 24/7 championship, so it's not like she can do anything. Naomi's not being focused on right now. Natalya just had her shot. Nia Jax is out with an injury. Nikki Cross is part of the tag champs. Ronda's disappeared. Ruby Riott is out with an injury. Sarah Logan is nowhere to be found. Well, she's on main event. Tamina has had a concussion or something recently. So, really, honestly, honestly, the women's division really needed Sasha or Ronda to come back.
Well,
and I'm glad it was Sasha.
Here's part of why I think that, I've said that the women's should just have their own show, or maybe the first hour of Raw, the first hour of SmackDown, just do women's, the women's division. Because there's just not enough women to have focus on it. And with a bunch of them being injured, it makes it tough to really do anything with it. And then having a tag team division on top of that, it just doesn't work.
Sad. So, I wrote up all the roster for Raw and SmackDown and NXT and 205 Live. I wrote all of that up. And, looking at it, the women's roster on Raw is just sad compared to the SmackDown roster.
Well, but there's
It's
a lot of
sad.
injuries.
There are a lot of injuries right now, which is part of the problem. And that's why it's such a sad division right now.
Yeah.
So, we had to do something. And I think Sasha coming back was the right move. Sorry, James. It was. It was the right move.
I think it was a good move.
So, we open the show with Seth. Seth comes out. He talks about, his triumphant win last night. And then OC, they interrupt him. And OC, the original club, not Orange Cassidy. who is now All Elite. I just thought I'd throw that out there.
Yeah, good job.
Because OC, it just Orange Cassidy.
Yeah.
That's what made me think of. Earlier today, I almost wrote OJ, and I was like, that's orange juice. He's not orange juice. He's Orange Cassidy. So, anyways. OC interrupts him, and then AJ challenges Seth to a champion versus champion match for later in the evening, and Seth accepts it. James.
Ronda's coming back, James.
I hate Sasha. I hope Becky breaks her arm. I'm going to complain until Becky runs her out.
Ronda's coming back,
just
James.
like she did Ronda. Yeah, sorry, James. You're going to be an unhappy person for quite some time,
both Ronda
I think.
and Sasha both being in it, yeah. You're not going to be happy.
You're going to be an unhappy person. So, we had that whole segment, and then we get Sami Zayn and the Street Profits. Sami Zayn and the Street Profits backstage. My goodness, I don't know why that was so hard to spit out. I thought she would come out with blonde hair, but then she came out with purple, then blue. Yeah, because there were like those photos that she put up on her Instagram of her in like blonde hair, and then she ended up saying it was a wig, but she's had a couple different hair colors in the last several weeks, and so it was kind of questionable as to what color she was going to come out with. I was shocked.
I thought it was cool.
I thought it was cool
The way
too.
they did it, I thought it was cool.
I was shocked. It was really cool, but I digress. I'll talk about that more in just a minute. Sami Zayn and what's his face? Street Profits. Street Profits. That's their faces. Angelo Dawkins is like hungover or something from like the SummerSlam after party. Hello, Elijah. What's
How you doing,
up?
Elijah?
So Angelo Dawkins was like hungover from the SummerSlam after party, and he's like fallen asleep. I'm going to be depressed till Becky ends her permanently. James. Like I said, you're going to be an unhappy person for quite some time.
Yeah, I think so too.
So Montez Ford is doing a lot of the talking during this segment, and Sami Zayn comes up and, kind of talks to them and is like, oh, you guys are the new ones here, and soak it in while you still can, because it's not going to last long. It's not going to last long. It's going to drain the life out of you, and it's not going to be fun. Then he starts talking smack about Samoa Joe or something like that. I don't know how Joe came into this conversation, but he did. And then Joe shows up behind Sami, of course, because that's the way it works around here. And the Street Profits are like, you better watch out, because Joe's right behind you. Joe is like, well, let's have a match, buddy boy. And so they do. We go to commercial break, and we come back, and we get Sami Zayn versus Samoa Joe. Sami hates everybody.
Yes, he does.
Accurate statements. I need this pulled back up, because you pulled stuff over.
Oh, sorry.
Super sorry. Okay. Anyways. Joe ends up getting the win. Didn't shock me at all. This is like the first win Joe has gotten in ages. What seems like ages. Then he gets on the mic and says that he forgives Roman Reigns, but he will not forgive all of you people, because you accused me of being the attacker, and I was not. You talked smack about me continuously on the interweb, and I do not appreciate it. So I will never forgive you. Alrighty, he's got the Sami Zayn character going on now too. He hates everybody. Sweet. Then we get Miz versus Dolph. Sami is great on the mic, but in the ring, the guy is another jobber. Yeah,
him
true.
and Dolph kind of fall into the same category.
Yeah, they really do. I think they could go places if they use them in the right way.
No, she's not on the Sasha bandwagon. I guarantee it, James.
I'm not.
Well, you're on the bandwagon as far as her being back, but you're not on. You're still a huge Becky fan. So.
Oh, I am a Becky fan. Yeah, no, but I like Sasha too. So, and I think
she adds life to the division.
Stop. You're trying to get me to talk about it before we actually talk about the segment. We got other stuff to talk about, guys. So just hold.
Yeah, Maven's
on.
rant's not going off yet. It will
Just
soon.
So Miz versus Dolph. This was quite a segment. Dolph comes out and says, "I hope you are happy, you coward." He says, you didn't stand a chance against me at SummerSlam, so that's why you put Goldberg in your place. I see. He says, I was speared so many times last night, and I am not medically cleared to compete. I 100% agree with that statement.
He is a moron.
He is a moron.
You know what? I kind of like his character.
I don't.
I don't know why, but I
don't. He's an idiot.
Well,
He's a complete idiot.
I like how he's changed from "it should have been me" to "I'm challenging everybody, and I don't care if you kick the crap out of me. I'm still going to challenge you, and then when you kick the crap out of me again, I'm still going to challenge you, and then I'm going to get the crap kicked out of me again. I'm still going to challenge you." How you doing, Chaos?
Hey, what's up? Well, Raw was up. Lots of great things. So, who's watching Straight Up Steve Austin? Not us.
We started watching it, and right now we don't have it on.
Yeah, we don't have it on because Dolph said Miz is
because we're
coward
talking to you.
because of last night, and then he attacked Miz from behind. I know.
I know.
I'm getting to that,
That
Scott.
was funny.
He then attacks Miz after saying he's not medically cleared to compete, and then we get the match because Dolph is fine. Dolph then taps out to Miz. Miz starts to walk away. Goldberg's first spear was amazing.
It was amazing, and
Dolph
sold it really well.
So well. Like all 3 times. He sold it so well. And I give him props for that, man. It was epic.
Yes.
It was
very
epic.
good.
So, Dolph then gets on the mic again, like an idiot. He then trashes Miz. He's like, you know what? You're not even the best wrestler in your family. Maurice is. You know what I wish he would have said? You're not even the best wrestler in your family. Monroe is. Monroe isn't even a wrestler.
Yeah.
That would have been so much better, and I would have laughed. I would have
would've been.
laughed. Comparing him to a baby.
Or he could have said your dad.
Or your dad. Yeah. Your dad is the best wrestler.
Yeah.
Mr. Miz is the best. That would have been even better.
Yeah.
That would have been even better. I would have liked that even more, you know. So then, he's like, come fight me like a man. Miz comes back, hits skull-crushing finale on him, and then just walks away. And Dolph is left laying in the ring like a lifeless fish.
Yeah.
Yep, that's about this segment. Then we get Becky Lynch in an interview, but it's not an interview because she's pretty much just calling out the women's division. She says, Natty's debts were paid, and they sort of announced them, but not really.
Yeah.
Like, they just showed pictures.
I don't think they've really announced anything like
they said during some of the matches, like Ricochet and I don't even know who else. I think Joe.
Yeah.
And Sami.
They threw out a bunch of names.
They really Drew, Cedric.
I don't know where they're gonna go with it. So.
I think those were some of them.
That's what I was thinking.
Ali was another one. I did see that on Twitter. He was like King Ali.
Yeah.
Has a ring to it.
Yeah, Chaos. Fiend was amazing. I'm hoping he shows up tomorrow.
Me too.
And he'll kind of bounce back and forth between Raw and
I wonder
SmackDown.
what they're gonna do with him next.
I got a lot of hate on
Twitter because I spoke
the
the truth about that blue-haired
troll.
troll, Sasha. James,
Good job, James.
you don't do things like that, man. That's just common sense.
Yeah. Don't make people angry, James.
Everybody is so hyped that Sasha's back, and you're just being the Debbie Downer.
I think it helps out the women's division overall.
It really does, James.
So
Come on, man. James. I know you like Becky, but come on, man. So anyways, Becky, she calls out the women's division. She says that Natty, her debts have been paid, and she's coming for the next person who did her wrong. So, ladies, you might want to get to me first before I get to you, because if I get to you, it's not going to go over well for you.
yeah.
So, that was the only women's segment in a matter of 2 hours.
Well, again, what do you expect? I mean, when the women's division is like down to nothing, you can't have a huge presence of the women's division.
No, I wish the tag match was
Becky's mind
earlier
is on
in the
Sasha.
show. That's what I wish.
Well, I think they're probably trying to spread it out so you get
No,
kind of
but
the women's division out there.
Thing is,
Although I said that
No, but
have the
the
first
thing-
hour be the
no.
women, and then that's it.
the thing is, we had this Becky segment, and then for 2 hours of the show, 2 of the 3 hours, we didn't get the women's segments until the last hour of the show.
Well, that's because you knew Sasha was going to be a big thing.
No, and I understand that. I think what they should have done is had the Becky thing at first, and then they should have had the women's tag match kind of in the second hour, and then what they should have done is had Sasha returning be the main event thing.
I don't know.
Because I don't think what they had for the main event, honestly, it wasn't it wasn't bad, but I didn't think it was main event worthy. I wish they would have the Sasha thing was bigger. So I wish they would have put the Sasha returning in the main event to end the show, and it would have left people like, ah! You know?
Well, yeah, but I don't think you bring Natalya out like I just, no.
The way they did it was weird, but I think it should have been in the main event.
Well, Fetch, you don't have the
deal.
Fiend anywhere in there. He has to be in there somewhere. Or are we just talking about Raw?
Yeah. Yeah. I'd probably take the club out and put the Fiend in at number 2.
Yeah, if we're talking about last night and today.
Combined.
Found all 16 participants export.
Export? Should let us know who they are.
Yeah. Bray said the Fiend is power hungry. So, yeah, I think they're going to do something. He's going to go after a title. I just hope he goes through some other people before he goes to the title. Mm-hmm. And I definitely think Randy beats Kofi for the belt at the next pay-per-view. Although, neither one of them got a real good reception last night.
Nope. I'd be okay if we just dropped that.
So, I wouldn't be shocked if Kofi loses the title.
It honestly was
and we don't have a Randy versus Kofi. It'll be Kofi versus somebody else for the title.
It was honestly just kind of bleh. If we're going to talk about this real quick, I didn't, the show-stealing part of that match was Kofi's son getting ready to tear Randy's head off. That would be a good one. That was the best part of that match. Was Kofi's son about ready to tear Randy's head off.
Yeah. Maybe Bray comes after Randy during the title match and ends up costing him the match.
Maybe. I could see that happening. But I don't know. They got to figure out something to do with the Fiend.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, they have to.
I said what they should have done is they should have had him show up on Raw, or I guess they could do it tomorrow. I just think doing it on Raw would have been better because it's the night after. And he's on the Firefly Funhouse, and he's just like, all right, guys, the Fiend had his match. It was great. Like nothing happened.
Yeah.
Just have him kind of be there. Like he doesn't even realize that the Fiend annihilated Finn Balor.
Yes, Goldberg definitely got a bigger pop than Kofi. No doubt about it.
Which is kind of sad. I understand he's a legend, and he's going to get a huge pop, but, Kofi's your champ right now.
Well, I just think people kind of, the Kofi thing, the underdog Kofi thing is kind of...
worn off?
Yeah.
I do agree.
So I
he did get a pop, though. Kofi did get a pop, it just wasn't very loud.
Yeah, when the crowd's yelling, Kofi sucks, or whatever they were yelling.
Kofi's
boring.
Kofi's stupid, Randy sucks. That's what they were yelling.
Kofi's stupid, Randy sucks, yeah.
That'd be cool. Kofi still needs to lose the title. Enough.
Yeah, I agree.
However, Kofi hitting the lady looking at her phone with a pancake was great. I was just going to mention that. That was a show-stealing part of the match. And then the part, at the beginning. And then the part where his son was getting ready to rip Randy's head off. Those were the two that were excellent parts of that Randy Kofi saga thing that we had yesterday.
The main event was mess tonight. I bet they still don't know what to do. I didn't mind it. I think it's a way to start getting Strowman involved in things.
Yeah.
I don't know. And Ricochet, I guess, kind of makes sense, but I thought that whole feud was kind of over.
AJ thing.
Unless, here's a thought. What if they bring Ricochet, into this whole thing and Reigns thinks, oh, I got a friend here, and then Ricochet turns and goes to the OC.
You mean Seth?
Yeah, what'd I say?
Reigns.
Oh, sorry, Seth.
They blend.
Yeah, my bad.
Blend together.
You knew
Reigns,
I was talking
Seth
about.
Rollins. They're pretty much the same person.
I didn't mean to confuse people.
Yeah, I could see that. I don't really care. Sasha's back, honestly. It's cool as far as someone new for Becky, but I think the women's division needed
huge
her.
pop for the women's division. Especially since you got a bunch of people hurt.
Needed her.
Holy Batman, everyone know. Turn on Becky because of her certain someone I will have. Till she's gone. It's Becky. Show that.
James, you're just going to have to.
They haven't turned on Becky. I think it, like I said, this is something that had to happen.
Even Becky stands. The biggest Becky stand of them all on Twitter, okay? If you don't follow Stephanie, the head Becky fan in charge, okay? Everybody should know who I'm talking about. Because she's just that big of a deal. Okay? Okay. Even she hasn't turned on Becky, but she was so excited to see Sasha come back because she's wanted this Sasha and Becky feud for months.
I think it's needed. Just for the women's division. It has to happen.
Don't worry, James. She will not beat Becky.
Alexa
stands are worse. Oh, I know. Tell me about it. No. They are the worst. Like every little thing. It's like you can't, they are the worst. Elijah, I don't know about that. Don't worry, James, she will not beat Becky. Like I said, I feel like they could be trying to pull this Sasha's back, so let's give her the title so she doesn't leave again situation.
Well, maybe Sasha wins the title, then loses it to Ronda, and then Becky and Ronda go at it again.
Which would be great. Now, giving the title to Sasha doesn't make them necessarily look good, because we all know what's happening if they do that, because we assume they did the same thing with the Revival when the Revival were about to leave.
Yeah.
And they put the tag titles on them. Until Sasha gets mad and leaves again, or she injures someone again.
Well, I think what they need to do is just tell her
over,
to quit being a baby, and this is her one shot here. And if she throws a fit, and because she's getting her opportunity, the whole tag team division. I mean, I don't blame her for being upset about the tag team division stuff because the whole tag team division's a joke anyway. There's not enough women.
No, they should have never taken the belts off of them in the first place.
There's not enough women in the tag team. There's not enough women in WWE. If you're going to split them up between SmackDown and Raw to have
and I get that,
division.
but they should have never taken the titles off of Boss and Hug Connection. They should have never put the titles on the Iconics. I think we would have seen more out of the tag titles with the last 6 months if they were on Boss and Hug rather than the Iconics.
Yeah.
They would have been used more. They would have potentially been made into a legitimate title if they had left them on the Boss and Hug Connection. They were stupid. They put them on the Iconics so they could have their moment, and then they held the tag titles hostage for the last 6 months, where the titles have been on TV more and have had more matches where they have been defended in the last week than they have in the last 6 months. That's where I had an issue with that whole thing. They weren't being used properly. They weren't being used properly. They weren't being defended. It was a joke.
Yeah.
They should have never taken the belts off of them. Sasha would have never left.
Yeah. Because
she wouldn't have been mad about them taking the titles off of her in the first place. Which I can understand why she was.
Here's the problem, though.
Why would she? I understand
Okay, but why have two of your better wrestlers wrestling in a division that means nothing?
They were Okay, what I'm trying to say here is if they left the titles on them, giving the titles to them in the first place was the right move. Okay? Right move. Because they are two bigger name wrestlers who everybody knows, who everybody likes. They put the titles on them, and they should have kept the titles on them till they actually meant something.
They still don't mean anything, so how long were they going to keep the titles?
If they were left on Boss and Hug Connection, I think they would have meant something.
Why?
Because they're bigger names and they would have built them up.
Oh.
They had the titles in there
Against
for...
who?
They had the titles
the Iconics?
No, shush. They had the titles in there for a month. Elimination Chambers when the titles came in. Okay, 2 months. They had the titles in there for 2 months. On Boss and Hug Connection for 2 months.
Yeah.
And then they put the titles on the Iconics for 6 months.
Okay.
Stupid.
Okay, but you have to have a women's division to... you're not even listening to what I'm saying. You have to have people to wrestle, and you're taking two of your big wrestlers out of the picture for anything. For what? Because they can hold the belts?
okay, whatever. I think they would have meant more. The titles would have meant more if they would have just left them on Boston Hug Connection. There was no reason to take them off them.
Okay.
There was no reason at all.
Okay.
No reason.
All right.
And, you know, back then we did have 2 more tag teams in the division. You had Natalya and Beth, and then you had Nia Jax and Tamina. And I know Nia Jax is going to be going out because she had her knees that she had to have surgery on.
Mm-hmm.
But they had a feud thing that they could have built up with Natty and Beth.
Oh, whatever.
And they didn't.
Yeah.
Because they took the titles off of them. And then Beth left.
The
because
Iconics,
Beth doesn't want to go and face the Iconics.
The Iconics are good.
The Iconics are a joke.
Are mostly just comedy. Yeah, I agree. I think that's a lot of what theirs are. Moss Pit
should have never put the titles on them in the first place.
Yeah.
It was a waste of 6 months. Like I said, the tag titles have been defended more in the last week.
I've said that, you know, they need to just combine the titles.
No, I get that. I understand it's writers and Vince, but I just hate the Iconics. And they have made they have made those titles a joke because of their characters, and I get that. But, like, they're a joke. And it did not help putting the titles on the Iconics. They were never going to be legitimate contenders for them. They are never going to be legitimate title holders. So I don't understand why we put them on them. If it was for a week, so we could have them as champs for a week as a joke, cool, fine. Then you take them off them and put them back on somebody legitimate. Because they're not. Sorry, they're not.
The real joke is the 24/7 title.
I disagree. Women's tag titles are more of a joke.
Iconics should have won the belts. Yeah,
it would have been a bigger deal if Boston Hug Connection, because then they would have held them for 2 months and not 6. And the Boston Hug Connection would have won them at WrestleMania, and that would have been a big deal.
Like I said, I don't know. It's just like the whole division. There's not enough women in like wrestling in WWE to have a tag division.
I just want Kyrie.
The real
and
joke
Asuka.
is Mojo's in.
I just want Kyrie and Asuka out of the division. They deserve better. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't know. I don't know why they're doing what they're doing with them.
I said, would they really put the titles on them now and take the titles off of Alexa and Nikki?
No.
Why did we have this match then if they weren't going to change the titles? I mean, I understand.
If they do Becky dirty, I am moving to Dublin to feel whole again.
Okay, James, go ahead. I don't quite know what that's going to do for him, but...
James, then you'd have to be up, really late to watch our show. Or really early in the morning.
Just ask Colin. So, yeah. Anyways, side rant. Moving on. Elias comes out. Kira Hogan posting stuff online, being mad about Sasha coming back with blue hair. She didn't invent blue hair. No, she didn't, which is funny. I think that's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
So Elias comes out and he's like, we're supposed to have a concert or something. So Elias says he knows somebody will come out and interrupt him. So go ahead and do it. I'll count it off. 3, 2, 1. Oh, guys, let me count it off again. I'll get it. 3, 2, 1.
I think it would have been better having Drake come out than Ricochet. Why they had Ricochet come out for this, I do not know. But I think there would have been a bigger impact if Drake would have come out. Because the way it was, I was like, why?
Those sound effects at the beginning of Ricochet's music need to go.
Yeah, definitely.
Need to go. The disc that they have those on, the drive that they have those on, whatever they have those on, somebody needs to steal it and burn it. Because it is dumb. I swear, every time he comes out and, like, he has his entrance music and it starts...
Yeah, the botch was bad.
What even is that? Like, come on. Ricochet didn't have that in NXT. Why you gotta ruin it? Have Rollins burn it down. Yeah, please. Burn it down.
Drake coming out would have been awesome to have him tell
Drake
Elias.
has no music. He should have just come out in the dark and then just showed up.
Tell Elias, the real reason that you get interrupted is because you suck. I think it would have been bigger impact coming from him than it is from Ricochet.
Yeah, so
especially, I mean, you had Ricochet, wrestling AJ for the U.S. title and things like that, and now you've got him going out with Elias, who's kind of a gimmick.
Yeah.
They literally put No Way Jose on TV just to get buried.
Yeah, that's what he's there for.
Yes.
I mean, come on.
Why else would you put No Way Jose on TV?
Of course.
It's like he comes out and I go, well, if he's having a match, he's getting destroyed.
Mm-hmm. So Ricochet comes out, he interrupts him. He's in the tournament.
He's getting destroyed.
King No Way Jose. Can we all see that right now?
No.
Please. So Ricochet tells him that he sucks. Nobody likes you because you suck. You always get interrupted because you suck. And then they have their match, and Ricochet ends up getting the win. Then we get Rey Mysterio versus Andrade in Elias. I was going to say, if No Way Jose is in the tournament, hold up.
Is No Way Jose in the tournament?
I don't know. Elias is apparently.
I don't think Export told us. The King of the Ring turn just tells me that somebody finally explained the G1 to Vince McMahon and he got jealous. Probably did.
That's funny. King Elias.
Probably did.
You see that either? No.
The man deserves better, just like Dana. Which man are we talking about here?
I think he's talking about No Way Jose.
Got you.
We're talking about so many guys at this point.
Oh, well, James is talking about No Way Jose. So, yeah, I follow you now, James.
So, we get Rey Mysterio versus Andrade in a 2 out of 3 falls match. This is actually really good. And Andrade got 2 straight pinfalls.
So, what are they doing with Rey?
Is he leaving? Is he done?
I don't know. He come back, in the back and talk to... Well, we'll talk about that here in just a second, I guess.
So, Andrade beat Rey pretty much clean.
Jose.
He got the first pinfall, and then he got the second pinfall.
Favorite Disney Channel original movie?
Wow. Descendants. I like Descendants. Descendants are good.
No, they have no clue what to do with Rey.
He's going to 205 Live.
Is he going to 205 Live?
I wouldn't be shocked if that's what he's doing with him. So anyways, Andrade gets the 2 pinfalls on him, and so that's fun. Andrade almost got messed up on that one move.
Yeah.
Smacked his head.
Yeah.
Happy he's not hurt. Yeah, dude, that dive they had. Shane! What's up, dude?
Scott,
I'm not here to yell at you today.
I think that's a good place for
As long as you don't give me reason to yell at you.
As much as putting him on 205 Live kind of puts him out of they're definitely ruining, but I just
Did I get 2 right? I don't know. We'll have to check.
I think you had 5 right, I think, or 4 right, or 6 right, or I don't know.
You had 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6. 5. Right.
I just picture Rey being thrown through the side of a building. When Kevin Nash
Whoa.
threw him through the side of a building.
Shane is shocked. Whoa.
So I kind of find it hard to have Rey wrestling some of these bigger guys.
2, 4, 6, 8. Right. Wow. So yeah, we have that. That was a good match. And like you said, Andrade versus Rey is getting stale at this point. How did I do on predictions? James, you didn't win.
Brink, the famous Jet Jackson movie from my favorite Disney Channel.
Cool. Sweet. Nash would tear his quad throwing Rey.
He would now. He didn't back then.
So yeah, Export Andrade versus Rey is getting stale at this point. I think it's a good match. I think they always have good matches. I think they work well together, but we've seen it 2, 4, 6, 8 times at this point. So, it is a lot, especially when Little Fettuccine is just asking us all the rent. He's like, forget wrestling at this point because it was horrible. No, but I don't know, mashed potatoes and stuffing. I really like mashed potatoes.
Yeah,
and stuffing.
Stuffing's good.
I like mashed potatoes and stuffing.
And then I would say
burgundy mushrooms would be yours.
But yes, burgundy mushrooms.
Burgundy mushrooms.
Yes. NW for life. Oh, Ray did beat the Big Show. It was shortly known as the Giant. I know.
The Giant
Tell me
Killer,
about
the
it.
shortest dude on the face of the earth, known as the Giant Killer.
He's like no bigger than
the Fly Swatter.
He was no bigger than
Bro,
the big,
that should be somebody should be named the Fly Swatter.
the Big Show's calf, and he's like beating him. So I was like, okay, whatever.
And then we get I don't
Rip
quite
Ray.
know.
Yeah, definitely. Ray's, I got kind of confused with his favorite
Topping on pizza?
I don't have a favorite topping on pizza. I just eat whatever.
I like pepperoni, but
I don't
I
eat
also
it. Take
really
that back.
like
I won't say
Hawaiian.
that. I don't eat anchovies, so,
I also really
outside
like
of
Hawaiian
anchovies,
pizza.
I don't care what you put on pizza and I'll eat it.
Goat on pizza.
Goat on pizza? I would probably eat it.
No,
I've never,
I wouldn't eat it.
I don't know that I've ever had goat.
I wouldn't eat it.
I've had goat's milk.
Goat cheese, maybe.
I've had goat cheese.
Yes, pineapple.
Pineapple, yes, I do.
Oh,
pineapple on
am I
pizza.
gonna get a lot of pineapple? I like pineapple on pizza.
Yeah.
I do think it should be allowed on pizza. I'm one of those people. Sorry if
I eat pineapple on pizza.
pineapple on pizza is good. I like Hawaiian pizza. It's delicious. So then we get a
Curry goat is
meat on
meat
pizza.
on pizza.
Burgundy mushrooms.
Burgundy mushrooms are awesome.
Yeah, it's like red wine and garlic and rosemary and mushrooms and butter and some other stuff and in a pot, and you like boil it for like hours.
Yeah.
They are really good, but I can't eat them
Thanksgiving, we make those for dinner, and then I have them for like
82 days after.
for like the 4 days, of, Thursday through Sunday when I'm off.
They
work,
are really good. I just can't eat mushrooms anymore.
and I eat those like a ton.
Pineapple belongs
I
on
should
pizza.
take that back. I should have them Thursday through Sunday, but usually by Friday night they're gone, so I don't have them Thursday through Sunday.
Lesnar probably eats Oreo pizza from Domino's.
Okay, Cole and Graves, can you all just skip the part where when
Someone came out just saying, oh, so we're Cole and Graves now. Okay.
All right.
Can I be Graves and can you be Cole? Thank you.
Any kind of mushrooms, whatever you like.
Yeah, we generally, I think it's just like.
We've had a couple different times. We've used
Baby Bell. Is that
yeah,
what
the
they're
Baby
called?
Bells. I've used.
I don't even know. Mushrooms are mushrooms. I don't ever think of mushrooms being
Yeah.
different.
Just
Just like-
whatever kind
like
of mushroom you
mushrooms.
like.
Favorite
Favorite
salad
salad
dressing? Country honey French.
I don't know that I have a favorite salad dressing.
It's delicious.
There's very few
I
salad
also like
dressings that I won't
Italian
eat.
dressing. I'm very particular.
Yeah.
I'm a picky person.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not like a picky person, but I'm just picky when it comes to salad dressing. Because like if it doesn't taste good, it makes the salad just taste horrible.
I would say probably my favorite is like ranch, but I'll like eat
Anything.
whatever's in the refrigerator if we don't have ranch.
Yeah. Ranch dressing.
Yeah, I mean,
I like ranch dressing
that's
for
probably my
dipping
favorite.
vegetables. But
no, Olive Garden.
Oh, the Olive Garden dressing is so
Yeah.
good. It's like they have it in a bottle. It's just like it's Italian dressing, but it's like creamy. It has like Parmesan cheese in it. Oh, that is the best.
Yeah.
I take back what I said. That is the best
Yeah.
dressing.
I take back the ranch dressing.
Olive Garden. Yeah. Okay, anyways, moving on. We have wrestling to talk about.
Salad, sex, meat, and potatoes all day.
I mean, I like all of that.
We have people in the house that can't eat meat,
For chicken.
so we kind of have
That is so
they can have
sad,
potatoes,
Shane.
just can't have the meat.
That is so sad.
Olive
There's
Garden in
no
Canada.
Olive Garden in Canada.
I feel bad for
Interesting
Shane.
topic.
Export. I have no clue how we. I think it's Little Fettuccine's fault because he started asking us questions about like favorite foods and favorite movies and everything else. So
Time to move. Yeah, no Olive Garden in Canada. I don't know if I could live like that.
red or white sauce?
Red sauce.
I
like red sauce better.
Again, I'm not picky.
I mean, I'm not either, but I just prefer red sauce.
Yeah, but you know me. I'm not like picky about like.
No, you're really
anything.
not. But I prefer red sauce. I like white sauce. It's just not like, I don't know. Like, it's got to be the right kind of red sauce. Otherwise,
Yeah,
I just don't really like it.
It's whatever. If it tastes good, I'll eat it. Okay, what are we up to?
Stone Cold.
Street Profits. Did you do that?
Goldberg.
Oh, Stone Cold. I got it.
Goldberg.
Yeah, Goldberg.
So we get this Skype call. I don't quite know the purpose of this.
It was just to talk about Seth.
I think it was just to talk about Stone Cold and his new show.
Yeah, well, I think that's probably what it was. But
I think that's really all that this was for.
yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Because Stone Cold talks about Seth and Brock's match last night, and that's about it.
Yeah. And then he talks about his show.
And then his show. So I don't really...
I'm pretty sure that's probably all this was.
I don't know.
To let everybody know that he had a show coming on after Raw.
I didn't see the purpose of
That's my
this.
guess.
So then we get the Rey Mysterio interview where Rey says, you know, he gets asked, he's like backstage, he's like crying. He's like,
I have no clue where my career is
where's
going.
your career going, Rey? What
Then
just
he
happened?
said something about his family. Didn't he?
Yeah, he was like, I have no clue where my career is going. And then Charlie was like, so what are you saying? And he's like, I need my family.
I couldn't understand what he said, so I was like, family.
Something family.
Yeah. Stone Cold put Seth over more believably than any of the commentators for months. Yes, I agree.
Export.
I have an idea. I just might get all the Becky fans and Sasha fans and start a full-blown war to see who...
See, on Twitter,
James.
now if we're talking about a full-blown war on Twitter, Becky's better. She's got the best
Well,
Twitter
Sasha's
game.
been kind of quiet, so... we'd have to
Not
see.
really. She's been posted about butterflies.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, okay, see, so... Sorry to ask you guys this question already. Do you eat your burger and fries at the same time, or fries and then burger, or burger and then fries? You know what?
I just eat them at the same time.
I eat my food first, and then I'll usually, whatever I have to drink, I'll drink it. Rarely will I, like, eat something and then take a drink.
I do take drinks while I eat stuff.
Yeah, I rarely do that. But I would say, I don't know, I probably eat half my burger and then eat my fries.
I think it really depends on what I'm eating. Well,
Fries
I mean,
first, they
burger
suck
and
if they
fries.
get cold. Yeah, they do suck if they get cold.
But I feel like it depends on the day. Like, because...
Same time.
I generally just eat them at the same time. Like, I'll
like
eat a
food.
bite of my burger, and then I'll...
Do you like all kinds of food at Export?
I like all kinds of food.
Everyone check Sasha's Twitter right now.
I don't know if that was like supposed to be like a sarcastic joke.
I think
what.
it was. I think he's just... I think Export's tired of talking about food.
Oh, she got Becky good.
So Street Profits...
Oh, it's a video. That was good. That was good.
So then we have Street Profits with...
She did get Becky good. Oh, that was good.
People say I'm obsessed with Becky. I don't think so. No, James, you're not obsessed. Becky Lynch has never beaten Sasha Banks
In one-on-one competition, they wrestled 8 times.
Have wrestled 8 times.
That could be why she's going to beat Sasha. But you know what? I'm still not going to second-guess myself at this point because I just don't know at this point. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. I thought that was pretty cool, what they did with that. The Street Profits here with Doc
Cat
and Sleeper.
scratching on the door, and
Yeah.
it is so annoying. Can you just let the cat out of the bathroom? Thanks.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's out there.
I
Everybody's
don't
upstairs.
either, but the cat is like...
That's Ronda versus Becky, though. Yeah.
gravy.
Then we have Drew McIntyre versus Cedric Alexander. Why? Nobody knows.
Because they had to finish this, I think.
He'll
And they had to
cover
let Drew get the win.
Yeah, I guess. With obviously Drew got the win. Street Profits has been on Raw for weeks and still haven't wrestled. I think
And they still have their NXT titles, and so I really don't know what we're doing.
I'm
I
not
think
sure
they're just
that-
supposed to be hype men.
they're just going to be commentary.
I think they're just supposed to be hype men. I would like to see Mickie James go against Becky as a real threat if she comes back after surgery. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I agree. That'd be cool. And that's one of the issues with the women's division right now is there's so many people that are hurt. I mean, when you have that many people hurt, it's just, what do you do?
Why was that match on SummerSlam? What match?
Which match are you talking about?
There were a lot of matches. FS1 exposure for NXT.
That might be what they're doing.
Yeah, that would make sense why they still have the Street Profits on there.
So do you think that they'll bring up, have a couple, other people come up just for,
was that supposed to be why wasn't that match on SummerSlam? Because adding more matches to SummerSlam will kill people. True.
Yeah.
No, the 2-hour
Because
pre-show
SummerSlam was
is
long enough the way it was.
2-hour pre-show is what killed me.
Yeah, having a 2-hour pre-show was like ridiculous.
NXT and NXT
I'm
UK
assuming
is stacked with women.
Brings
them up. Tony Storm and Shayna to start.
I agree.
I would agree.
You know, I've said that the NXT and NXT UK's women's division is better than the main roster.
UK. We got what you meant.
We knew you weren't talking about Up and talking about UK.
NXT and NXT Up. Is that some new thing I don't know about?
Yeah.
Is that like Becky Up?
That's what they're going to have on the network after NXT goes
Up.
to FS1.
NXT Up!
Yeah.
So Drew gets the win. Pretty much expected. Then we get, maybe, I think it would make more sense, Street Profits could get Silly Putty versus Pringles. They could. My bad, why wasn't Drew versus
I would rather have
Cedric
seen
on
that
SummerSlam?
than Goldberg and Dolph. I don't know, I kind of like the
think the
Goldberg
and
Dolph
thing was good.
I thought it was cool.
I thought it was good.
They could have had the Cedric and I wish they would cut out all the promo, like the lead up to why we got to where we are videos. It would make the night go so much faster.
Sasha needs a shirt, Becky down.
Like, you know, when they
Shane, you know what you should do? You should just make that Becky
when they spend
down.
10 minutes or 15 minutes with the, oh, this is how we got to this point. Like, who cares?
I think that match was needed for Raw. I agree and disagree. Because we've seen it a couple times, I think this is kind of just like the closing of it, and I don't think we need to see it anymore after this. I think this is to be it. And move Drew on to somebody else. I think he's maybe going to go for Seth.
Yeah.
Maybe not. I feel like that's where he should be, is going after Seth. By himself. Not with Corbin, not with anybody.
Yeah.
Just needs to be Drew versus Seth. No Shane, no Corbin, no Lashley, no nobody.
NXT Up is Ricochet can talk.
NXT Up is if Ricochet can talk with Ospreay to come in after his New Japan contract ends. Yeah? Yeah? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Robert Roode versus No Way Jose. Strowman is.
You saying Strowman's going after Seth?
I wouldn't be shocked if they did that either.
No Shane.
No Shane. Not you, Shane. The other Shane.
I think it depends on how they build it. I think that if they build it the right way,
Shane.
then I think that
you spelled your own
Strowman
name
versus
wrong.
Seth could be a
You spelled your own name wrong, dude. What the heck, man? He spelled it wrong.
Hey, it happens when you don't know how to spell your own name.
When there's a billion different ways to
happens.
spell Shane, it's like, just kind of depends on the day. I could be this Shane today and that Shane tomorrow. That Shane the next day. Yeah, makes sense. Strowman versus Seth. I mean, I would like to see it. I think it would be a fun matchup.
I still like the idea of them kind of forming a group against the OC.
I did.
For now.
I did.
And then having
autocorrect.
Sure,
Shane. Blame it on autocorrect. I blame everything on autocorrect.
Having
Why is my shoe untied today? Autocorrect.
Having Ricochet turn on Seth and Strowman.
Seth and Broman.
Yeah. Autocorrect.
Kenta is now Bullet Club. I did see that. Sometimes it switches to school.
That's funny.
Today I am school. Yesterday I was Shane. Today I'm school. Oh boy, that's funny. So then we get Robert Roode versus No Way Jose, and Robert Roode gets the win. Is Robert Roode in the tournament? Because that's about the only reason I can think why they had him on TV. Probably. Aside from just trying to use him.
Mickey versus Becky, not Sasha.
Kenta sucks. Shane, those are some strong words.
Yes.
Strong words there, man.
Yes.
So Robert ends up getting the win. Somebody double confirm that for me, export, whether or not Robert Roode is in the tournament or not, because otherwise I really don't know why he was.
I assume that's supposed to be yes. Who cares? Can't believe Robert Roode won a match. It was against No Way Jose, so what'd you expect?
I expected No Way Jose.
No Way Jose never wins.
He let me down. He let me down. He did not beat him. I couldn't believe it. Shane, was that a yes on Robert Roode being
Yeah.
in the tournament?
Yeah,
Okay, then.
because he said U.S. up there, and then yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just assume
Yeah.
that's what we're talking about. So then we get a Paul Heyman interview, and he's talking to Charlie, and is like, we are not getting an automatic rematch. Roode is from Toronto. Okay.
I suppose that makes sense.
Okay.
Either this was pointless or well, I don't know how you could build up Roode wrestling No Way Jose.
I don't know how you can build up.
So I'm guessing it was
anybody
pointless.
Wrestling. Probably just because he's from Canada,
That's probably it.
and they knew he was going to get a reaction, so that would make sense.
That's my guess. This was pointless.
So Paul Heyman interview. He talks about not getting an automatic rematch, and the rest of the world is like, that doesn't work for anybody anymore.
Yeah.
How the Iconics got an automatic rematch is beyond me. Because they shouldn't have,
Yeah.
but they did.
Well, that's because there was no tag teams.
Kabuki Warriors?
Okay, well, you have 3 tag teams, and then what do you have to do? I mean,
Kabuki Warriors could have had a match at SummerSlam instead of the Iconics. Just saying.
okay,
Just saying. Could have been them,
could have been, but it wasn't.
but it wasn't. Because they had what's their faces at SummerSlam instead.
Yeah.
So then we get Revival versus. I feel like I watched a number hours of wrestling. Me too, Scott. Me too. Robert Roode looks a lot like the guy who had potential teaming with James Storm back in the day on Tan. Oh wait. James.
Go for it, James. We'll watch it.
Ripley and Reina need those belts.
Yes.
They should.
Yeah.
What happened to the belts being defended at NXT? That just kind of fell through.
Yeah.
Like when Boss and Hug had them, they were like, we're defending them everywhere.
Yeah.
They showed up at NXT a couple times. Yeah, then they went nowhere.
Pretty much. So WWE put up the Fiend entrance and then took it down and put it back up without the severed head.
Really?
Seriously?
That's dumb. James, just delete your Twitter. Save you the frustration. Ha! That might be better. I can't believe they did that. That is
people are soft.
stupid. That is dumb.
So do you think they'll put the head in the store?
I don't know. I thought it was cool.
That'd be cool to have for like Halloween.
I did think it was cool.
Defend them on a house show somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be better. It would have been better if it was War Raiders versus LHP.
People are definitely
than
soft, Scott.
just
It's
another
kind of our
jobs.
society now.
Can we please get a new commentary?
Are you talking about our commentary? Are you talking
Our
about
commentary is
WWE?
fine. If we're talking about our commentary, it's fine.
The head won't be in the store.
Someone
will
will complain. Hope they do. I'd buy it. Yeah, we all should just buy it. Buy several copies of it, and we're the reason that it stays in the store.
I would like line my driveway with it. Halloween, just line my driveway with them.
The severed heads.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't understand why people are making such a big deal about it. Are we going to complain about his mask next? And then he can't wear his mask? Because it scares people?
Well, it's it's
What is the problem?
kind of the way our society's become is you can't do anything or say
well,
anything without someone being
people,
offended.
I was going to say, people complain about everything.
Yeah.
So.
Wait, if Sasha's heel now, does this mean no more boss time by Cole?
Oh, he should still do that. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Gotcha.
New commentary team for Raw.
We were worried there, little Fetchini.
I don't know. I think it's, like, fine, but, like, some of the things they say are pretty stupid. I hope he comes out with Finn's head.
That would be
next.
cool.
That would be cool of all of its
Yeah.
victims.
And then, like, Finn,
Whoa.
Finn is gone.
I'd put it on the pillow next to my wife.
Wait. Don't you lay next to your wife? Probably more attractive anyway.
Now that Alexa has the belts, Vince will keep them relevant. She's blonde.
Yeah,
It's just a fact.
I agree.
But Sasha has blue hair and she's pretty relevant too.
Yeah.
So.
So Revival versus Lucha House Party.
This
why?
was no match.
Nobody knows.
So Truth
Why is the Revival in a match like this?
I don't know. And that's what I said. This is how much they mean now.
Yeah.
I said it probably would have been the Usos if the
He's
Usos
got
were
a
allowed
pretty
in
good
Canada.
That'd be interesting. Not when I'm pranking.
I said that this would have probably been Revival versus Usos if Usos were allowed in Canada.
Yeah. She'd probably go, hey, what's the good-looking dude next to me?
Well, I got some news I'd like to share. My friend who works at 2K is going to get me a copy of WWE 2K20. Good for you, James.
James, when you get our copy?
You getting a copy for everybody in the chat?
Yeah. Come on, James.
Come on, James.
No pressure.
No.
Where is
Scott,
Naomi?
good question. I don't know.
Lost.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I really
No
don't know.
clue.
I would have loved to see her get a shot at Becky because I think it would have been a fun feud. A lot of people wanted. At least he lights up the room. I would have much rather have seen the Becky versus Naomi thing happen instead of the Natalya one because nobody was really happy to see Natalya, get the match. I mean, everybody was like, okay, fine, but it's not going to be super interesting. I think it would have been more interesting if it was Naomi. Just saying. I understand we were in Canada, but she didn't get the reaction I don't think they wanted her to get. So,
No.
I mean, just saying. So, I don't think it really would have mattered. Whether you put Naomi in that spot or if it was
Well, again,
Natalya.
I don't think the Natalya thing, they didn't build up enough. Yeah, weird. Yeah, definitely weird.
So,
Maybe it's because the Usos are... Isn't she like the one that's married to one of them?
yeah.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. No idea. Rusev and
This
Lana?
one-
No idea.
Yeah, good question.
I could live without Lana because she's not super good in the ring, and I don't really like her. She's just kind of annoying. I like them on Total Divas, and they could totally have their own reality show, and it'd be excellent. But, they're just kind of annoying sometimes. So I think it'd be fine to bring them back for a little bit.
They should let the Revival go to AEW.
They
They won't get over there
either.
Good matches. Yeah, I'm not a huge Revival fan, so having them go to AEW.
Is Rusev or Luke Harper still with WWE? At this point, yes, I assume so. I feel like Clash of Champions should be a TV special like it was back in the day on TBS.
Yes.
People were telling thank you Sasha when she beat up Natty. I know! And again, people on Twitter were like, I don't know if that's the reaction WWE wanted them to have. Because she was starting to talk about her dad and how it was like, and so I don't know if that was, they were yelling.
Yeah.
Telling.
Yeah.
Telling thank you Sasha. Yelling.
Telling,
thank you,
yelling.
Sasha.
We know what you're saying.
Whatever.
They were telling Sasha, thank you.
So, I don't know if that's necessarily the reaction they wanted to have for that, but it's what they got.
Well, the one thing you don't know what to expect when...
No, but I would say they probably kind of have an idea going into it
Well,
of what kind of a reaction they're going to
Okay,
get.
but
But then, because
the
I think what they thought is because they were going to Canada, Natty was going to get cheered big time, and then she wasn't. So,
But the thing is she came back and she hasn't been around for a while now. So
no, but she was
it's-
Canadian, and I think that's what they were kind of
well, they might have been wanting
benefiting
that, but it's one of those things where you come back and
for her to get cheered because they were in Canada.
yeah, heel turn gets that sometimes, or most of the
I
time.
saw
Brett or
Dolph
Owen.
turn, and they said thank you, Dolph, in 2017. Yeah.
What's he? Lil Fetchini, Brett or Owen? What?
Brett or Owen? Which one?
I don't know. What's he talking about?
Brett or Owen? Pick one. Which one do you like better?
Oh,
Jeez.
I was confused. I just got lost in the conversation here. Brett.
I like Brett, but I also feel like Owen is kind of underrated.
Sasha works better as a heel.
I agree.
Again, I think
But I think we'll see.
personalities play a huge part in what they're doing and how they're doing things. So I think, she came out, she looked good as a heel.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see where they go with it.
So, anyways, moving on. Truth comes out to the Revival and Lucha House Party match, and Truth loses the title to Revival.
No, Scott, never. Okay, don't say never because I think it could possibly happen.
Well, Sting got put in the Hall of Fame.
Okay, but Benoit.
I know
has
Benoit's a different situation.
Circumstances surrounding him. I just don't think they'll ever put him in.
I think there's some people that I just kind of didn't expect to go in, but they did. So again, never say never. They also put China in, and so that was another one that people were like questioning big time. Benoit, I do understand it's
Roman. Apparently, you think maybe the Fiend has a hand in this. Twisted Wyatt family could happen and bring back Luke. Is Harper trying to kill Roman? I don't know where they're going with this. If you watch,
Benoit's name isn't even on the network. Yeah.
Watch Brian's reactions to all of this, and it makes me wonder, what are they doing with it? Where are they going with this?
Yeah.
Because his reactions look like he's like struggling with everything that's going on. So I think he knows what's going on, but doesn't feel comfortable with it.
Mm-hmm. So maybe he's like...
I mean, that's just kind of the sense I get.
Yeah.
Watching him.
Yeah.
I legit think Kyrie has had the worst call-up this year so far. I can't stand the way they treat her, and Asuka too. Well, at least she's getting on TV, unlike, people like EC3 and
It's
some
Dean
of those
Ambrose.
guys.
It's Dean Ambrose's ghost.
Yeah, he
That's
looks
his
confused,
attacking.
like what's going on? What, is this serious? Like, for real? Is this what's happening?
Why are we trying to kill Roman? What
and,
did Roman ever do to us?
He was supposed to have the big announcement. Yeah, that's why I don't think he'll ever be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. It's Joe who attacked Roman.
I don't think it's Joe.
I don't think so. Joe was there.
Yeah, I don't think it's
I
Joe.
don't think it's Joe. But again, they could just be trying to throw us off.
Well, they could be,
But
but
I don't think it's Joe. So, anyways, Truth comes out, and they do the whole 24/7 thing, and he loses his title to the Revival, the first ever co-champs. Renee Young's reaction to this was hilarious. Then Truth wins it back. They run to the back. They come back.
Rollins attacked Reigns.
I could see that happening too.
That wouldn't shock me.
Oh, if it's Joe, he's working with someone. Yeah. So Revival wins the title. Truth wins it back.
Samoan Wolf. Werewolf. Yeah.
Truth wins it back.
Maybe
and
the
then...
I don't know. I think they're kind of putting the Usos kind of on the back burner for now. I just get a sense of that.
I agree. Truth wins it back, and then we go to the back. He loses it to Elias.
Yes.
Why on earth is the title back on Elias?
Well, because Elias is like being made of a joke of, so...
I don't care. I don't want the title on Elias. I don't like Elias anymore. They've ruined him for me. Okay, you've ruined him, WWE. Absolutely ruined him. I don't like Elias anymore. I don't know if I ever will like Elias ever again. Unless they do something drastic with him. They paired him with Shane, which is horrible. Maven did it.
Because Roman hates Becky for stealing his covered.
I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything. Just saying.
You should say you're innocent.
I'm innocent. I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Innocent until proven guilty. I still think it's Lars Sullivan. I think it could be Lars.
See, there's all kinds of
possibly.
people it could be. I don't think it's Lars Sullivan, though.
So he loses the 24/7 title to Elias. Awesome, great, excellent. You've ruined Elias for me. I hate the guy. I guess that's what I'm supposed to do is hate the guy, but I really hate the guy, and you've completely ruined him. Like I was voting Elias for president, guys. President 2020. I said this. I made this hashtag.
Even though you can't vote.
No, even though I can't vote. Hashtag Elias for president 2020.
Yeah, so if it was...
I love the guy. They flat out ruined him.
Yeah.
Ruined him.
Yeah.
Vince single-handedly ruined him.
Pretty much.
And now I will never vote him for president because
I love Elias. Well, I loved him till they've been doing what they've, recently.
till they ruined him.
Yeah.
So
then we get a recap of Roman and the forklift driver for the 9,400
Elias is great. Sense a lot of sarcasm in that message.
74th time. In case
Maybe
you hadn't
Scott's
seen the
being
recap.
legit. Maybe Scott's being legit.
No, I don't think Scott's being legit.
I don't either. Like I said,
I think he's being sarcastic.
I sense a lot of
Stephanie
that's what
attacked
I
Roman.
said. I said I sense a lot of sarcasm in that comment.
I used to seriously. I really used to like Elias.
Bro, like I said, I was making hashtags vote Elias for president 2020.
Now I'm just like, what have you done to him?
You've ruined him.
Yeah.
Ruined him. Literally ruined him. Excellent job.
2468.
2468. Yes.
Vince McMahon attacked Reigns.
It's
Might
revenge.
have.
Revenge for that punch.
He might have.
Punched in the face.
Benoit did it.
Can he work? Guys, Elias is just...
Are you talking about Elias?
Elias is just horrible.
I don't think he's a good wrestler.
No, he's not.
But I love his mic skills.
So, yeah, Roman in the forklift. Killer. For the 85th time. It feels like the 85th time on the show because I feel like we saw this more than once.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like they showed it to us a lot.
Yeah.
Shane ruined Elias. Yes.
Definitely.
He did.
No doubt about it. He definitely ruined Elias.
He ruined him for everybody. Okay. Ruined him for everybody. So then, after this excellent recap of the Roman forklift killer incident, we have Natalya. What I'm deeming the best segment of the show. This was good. So Natalya comes out. Elias is a decent wrestler. Stick skills, crazy.
I don't know. You watch him and he just... I don't.
He's not the best wrestler in the world, but he's not horrible
He just
either.
doesn't look like, I don't know, coordinated, maybe, when he's wrestling.
He's not horrible, but he's not great either.
He reminds me of Hillbilly Jim. That's who he reminds me of.
I could see that.
Not like great, but like, I don't know.
He gets himself
He's got better mic skills than Hillbilly Jim.
Sort of.
But
kind of.
that's what he reminds me of. Buddy versus Reigns tomorrow will turn into a tag match with Bryan, Rowan versus Reigns. But yeah, I can see that.
You heard that here first. You heard it from Scott. Just watch.
Elias, the funny
It'll
low
happen.
card talent, jobber with charisma. I agree. I don't think he's like upper, talent. I think he's I think he's more, lower card, mid card type guy.
He will never be in the main event spotlight ever.
And like I said, if they put him on commentary, I would love to hear him just do commentary.
It'd be excellent. Should be pretty funny.
Because I think his mic skills are
He'd
good.
crap on people left and right.
Yeah.
It'd be funny. Elias
Hall of Fame like Hillbilly Jim.
No.
I don't think he's going in the Hall of Fame, but, that's who he reminds me of. How Hillbilly Jim got in the Hall of Fame, I have no clue.
Y'all get more stuff correct than BS. You know who. We do.
We try.
Do.
That's because we have inside sources, Scott. You didn't
Inside
know?
sources? You know those inside sources that WWE... We have a source in WWE.
Yeah.
That source. That
we got 2 or 3 sources.
2 or 3 sources, that imaginary source.
Elias would be a good manager, I think.
We'll never tell you who our sources are.
He would be an awesome manager.
Hate to tell you guys, we're never going to tell you who our sources are. Because there are none.
Yes. We will never tell you who our sources are.
So anyways, Natalya. This segment. Yeah, we have sources, Shane. Sources. So many sources. She comes out, she says that she isn't sorry for anything that she said about Becky, and that she's never going to take it back.
Maybe he's questioning Scott's thought on we get more stuff correct than BS.
Oh. Your sources are Vince's cats.
Yes.
I shop at
that's
the
who we
source.
talk to.
Twitter. Yeah, that's my source. Twitter is my source. My source of information is Twitter. So she comes out, she says that she isn't sorry for anything that she said about Becky, and that she's not going to take any of it back. So if any of you thought that's what's going to happen, no. She has her arm in a sling. She's like, I got something with...
Sources.
Sources. She's her arm in a sling, and she's like, I have to get my arm MRI tomorrow, and blah, 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 and I don't think she's actually hurt, but because Sasha wouldn't have killed her if she was.
Yeah.
And she says that we will fight again. We will fight again. Natty starts to talk about her dad, and she starts to kind of tear up because she says it's been years since his passing. And then Sasha comes back. Impeccable timing. Impeccable timing.
Kayla attacked Roman.
Yeah, I've been saying that for months now. Feels like months.
Natty, a babyface. I don't know that she's a babyface.
She's not a heel, though.
Again, like I said, I think there's a fine line between being a babyface and a heel right now. I mean, one day you could be a babyface, and the next day you're a heel. Depending on the situation.
Yeah.
Like right now, I would say Sasha's
Heel.
a heel.
So, it was Becky.
She's Matt Rollins didn't lose the
Shield.
shield.
There's a lot of theories here.
Maven attacked Reigns. Yes.
It's been a theory that's been thrown around a couple times. I don't know who started it. But apparently it's a theory that I attacked Roman.
Yes.
Because I was angry that he and Becky were on the cover, and it wasn't just Becky.
Yes.
And I, again, I'm not saying anything.
Yeah, I know. They chanted.
They
Thank you,
cranted.
Sasha. They cranted. chanted, "Thank you, Sasha."
The crowd
It was like,
chanted, "Granted." That is what that was. Hope so. Sasha Heel is the best Sasha. So, Sasha comes back. She comes out. She hugs Natty. And then she attacks her. And she's wearing a purple wig at first. And so everybody's like, oh, it's all normal. She's like, oh, cool. She takes her wig off and it's blue. It's blue. Her hair is blue. And I was like, it took me a solid minute to process that this was Sasha. Like, her music hit, Natty was in the ring, and her music hit, and I sat there and I just kind of looked at my TV, and then I was like, oh my god, it's Sasha! Like it took me just a minute to kind of comprehend, I didn't...
I'm going to go in silent when you all talk about that segment. It's too depressing.
Okay, James. Okay.
Didn't see the point of the wig. I don't ever remember what color her hair.
It's blue now. It's like cobalt blue.
I think a lot of people do remember what color her hair is.
It's purple.
So it's like, I think that it's
a big
kind of a
deal.
show of change of character. Anyone notice Becky shoot on Sasha a minute there? Yeah.
So, you know, it just took me a minute to comprehend it was Sasha. Like, her music hit. And I hadn't heard her music in forever. And so it was like, doop, 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 and I was like, oh my gosh, it's Sasha. Like, what the heck? What the heck?
Yeah.
Okay, Matt, you're not in here, but I told you so. I told you yesterday. I told you so. I've been telling everybody for forever. I was like, she's coming back, guys. Just wait. She's coming back. Everybody's like, no, I don't think so. Matt especially, though. I told you so.
I figured she was coming back. It's just a matter of when.
Me too. Don't stop believing.
Yeah. I wonder what Shelton Benjamin thinks about all of this. Is purple good guy mode and blue is evil? Yes.
I get us.
Purple's good guy, blue is bad. Purple good, blue bad. During a chair tag, she started licking. Yeah. Yeah. Licking. She was licking back hard. I meant kicking.
and he spelled
Yeah.
Jeebus.
Yeah.
Jeebus. Even got it spelled wrong right there. So yeah, Natty is getting the crap kicked out of her, and then Becky comes to help, and then Becky gets the crap kicked out of her. She got hit upside the head with a chair. Man, there was one shot where she actually did get hit in the back of the head.
Yes.
She did get hit in the back of the head, and I was like, oh, that probably hurt a bit.
Yeah.
Like, and then she got hit in the back, and it was, fine. And she just felt like, oh. But she did get hit in the back of the head, and I was like, jeez. So I thought this was an excellent segment. Excellent job. That brought Sasha back, which I think the women's division severely needed this. And I'm really excited we're getting Becky versus Sasha. It should be so much fun.
Like I said, it's changed. Something new, something different. So it'll be good.
It will. It will. I'm really excited.
Yes. Even though James is not.
Excited. Well, James
Sorry,
can
James.
just not be excited.
Sorry, James. Sorry you didn't like the segment.
James can just not be excited.
Yeah. Sasha's then we have the Viking Raiders versus.
Murphy versus Roman is happening tomorrow. I hope they give them a good amount of time to showcase Murphy. Me too!
Yeah.
Because his first match ever since being on SmackDown Live was against Apollo Crews on the SmackDown, on the SummerSlam pre-show.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even a match because he got the crap kicked out of him by Rowan.
That'd be interesting.
Becky versus Sasha should be a ladder match at Clash. I'd be fine if it's just a regular match.
Yeah.
I'd be fine if it was like a no DQ
I agree
match.
that Sasha's going to be a champion soon. Yes.
I think it's
I agree.
what they need. I'm sorry, James. I think it's what they need.
In case you didn't hear her, James, she said she thinks that's what they need. There we are. I've been saying that all along. Thank you very much.
Yep. Sasha coming back, it's just going to rejuvenate the division.
A great segment for sure. I think Becky got upset a few times. Going to be some receipts come the next match for Sasha. Yeah, I agree.
Debts. Got a lot of debts to pay.
Inferno match.
Oh boy, wouldn't that be so much fun? Just
Uh,
hope their hair doesn't catch on fire.
Yeah. Then we have Viking Raiders versus...
Although it wouldn't be much different for
Dude,
Becky.
I'm trying to, like, set you up here. Viking Raiders versus...
Jobbers!
Yes.
I-
Why they're doing this, I no clue.
At this point, Viking Raiders just need to go away.
Yeah.
Because this is all they're doing with them, and it doesn't really matter.
No, it's pointless.
It's a joke. I've said it's a joke for the last 82 months.
Who do I want to be king of the ring? I don't even know who's in it.
I don't either. Hey, export.
I thought you were going to tell
I
us
thought
who's
you
in
were
it.
telling us who was in the King of the Ring tournament. Come on, dude. Get on top of things. Yeah, no. I've been saying this for months now. This is stupid. I don't understand why we're still doing this. I'm going to... Viking Raiders, jobber stuff, gone on too long. Viking Raiders are awesome. Tired of seeing them fight nobodies. Me too. If they were fighting actual tag teams, I'd be fine with it. Since they're not, it means... It doesn't mean anything. And it's just stupid. And I don't like it. Okay, so we have the participants. The list. Drew McIntyre, Cedric Alexander, Baron Corbin, oh excellent, Ricochet, Sami Zayn, Cesaro, The Miz, Ali, Kevin Owens, Chad Gable, Andrade, Shelton Benjamin, Apollo Crews, Elias, Buddy Murphy, and Samoa Joe.
I'm going to take Baron Corbin. Viking Raiders jobber stuff gone on too... Yes, definitely gone on too long. They're too good to be doing that. Viking Raiders are awesome. Tired to see... Yes, we agree. No, why they haven't fight nobody's beyond me. Them attacking the club would be cool. Yes, definitely.
Team Murphy,
Team Murphy, anyone?
You know, I would love to see Murphy
Corbin's winning.
win.
Baron Corbin's winning.
Don't want
No
Corbin
doubt about it. Baron Corbin's winning.
to win. Wait, let me see that thing again. I would like for anybody but Drew or Corbin or Sammy or watch, it'll be Shelton Benjamin that wins.
Baron Corbin's winning.
I just don't want it to be I don't know. It is pretty stacked.
Ali is winning.
Prince Ali. King Ali.
Yes, Murphy is
Get it right, export.
too great not to be utilized. Definitely. Corbin sucks. I agree Corbin sucks, but you know how much they like him.
Well, he hasn't been on TV in weeks.
And he's been gone for a while. So
Stop with Baron.
I'm just telling you.
Is Owens in it? Yes.
It was depressing.
Owens.
I didn't want to see that. As Owens, yes, Owens.
People
according
on Twitter
to what I
were
saw,
like,
Owens
oh, watch, somebody will get hurt and Shane will have to take their place and then Shane will become king of the ring and then, oh, excellent. It's Crown Jewel all over again.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, it'll be the final two at the end of the tournament. Baron Corbin and Drew McIntyre. Yes, I think he's going to get screwed somehow. I agree 100%.
Here's a thought. Shane is like...
Corbin versus Owens.
Shane is like...
Maybe.
Shane is like...
Owens wins.
Shane is like, Owens, you hit a ref at our match at SummerSlam. Sorry, you're not in the King of the Ring tournament. I'm putting myself in the tournament, and then he's going to win it.
Yeah, okay. I think Drew should win. Yeah, I think Drew, he's winning.
Just because Shane likes to screw with us.
But I think Corbin's winning. If Shane was in this tournament, he will win it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
He would.
Definitely.
So it's a good thing he's not. But never say never. He probably will enter himself somehow.
Yes.
He ended up being in the Best in the World tournament, so who says he can't not be in the King of the Ring one?
Yeah. I only care about Becky. Thank you for your cooperation.
Shane is the best.
Shane is like the best. Yeah, definitely. He's like a turd, apparently. Or 3 turds.
Ugh. I just don't know. Shane, I just have a feeling he's gonna get involved somehow and become
probably
the best king in the world.
Yeah.
It's gonna be his new thing, and then Kevin Owens is gonna have to kill him for that.
Yeah.
So anyways, Viking Raiders versus Jobbers. This was stupid.
Yeah.
Then we got a Nikki and Alexa interview talking about their match, which is next. We have Nikki and Alexa versus the Kabuki Warriors, and I did think this was a good match.
Yeah.
I did think this was a good match.
Of course, Nikki and Alexa retain.
I hope Shane will be away for a little while. They'd gotten the hint by now. Yeah.
I hope so too, but I would not be shocked if
Do
he's
not be shocked. Do not.
Do not be shocked
Do not.
if he's not gone for good.
I'd love him to be gone for good, but he's not going to.
Ricochet will win. He is still being pushed. Well, I thought that too
King Ricochet.
until like
That's
they
his
did
Twitter
the
handle.
little thing with Elias today. The State of War Raiders, man. Yeah, definitely. They're in bad shape.
So, Kabuki Warriors and Nikki and Alexa, I thought it was a good match.
Yeah, definitely a good match.
Good match. Nikki and Alexa retain. Clash of Champions going to be Kabuki Warriors versus Nikki and Alexa?
Probably.
I would assume so, and their Kabuki Warriors probably going to win there.
Probably.
And then maybe at Hell in a Cell, because isn't that the next
Yeah,
pay-per-view
just as
after?
well. Have them wrestle like each other 17,000
No,
times.
that's not what I meant. And then I
Why
was
isn't
trying to
Styles in the
finish...
tournament? I don't know.
Because Styles is the U.S. champ, and he's
Yeah,
got a
probably.
U.S. championship to defend.
Yes, but Elias is now the 24/7 champ, and he's still in it.
No, but like, when is the end of this tournament taking place? Clash of Champions?
I don't know.
AJ would have to defend his title. If they're going to have it go out as a tournament over the next 7 weeks.
I don't know.
And have the matches
guess.
play out. So, I would assume probably because they're going to end it at Clash of Champions and AJ's going to have a title match there. Because he has to.
Yeah, I guess.
So, that would make sense to me. Anyways, let me finish my thought. Alexa and Kabuki
Love
Warriors.
the twist of bliss.
I can't
Yeah,
speak.
definitely.
Alexa and Nikki versus Kabuki Warriors. I'm probably assuming this is going to take place at Clash of Champions. And then after that, I was trying to get to after that at Hell in a Cell because I'm pretty sure that's the next pay-per-view. Not doing a tag team thing, but the breakup of Nikki and Alexa. They have their match, their first match at Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, well, it's going to set up that at some point in time. They're going to break up. And I wouldn't be shocked if you don't see Nikki go into the Wyatt family. Yeah, Heartburn's not good. They broke up Asuka and Sane. That also would add a lot to the singles division. Yeah.
Yeah. I heard, I don't remember who told me this. Somebody said something to me about, like they should, if they don't win the titles tonight, they should have like Asuka turn on Sane. Or have Kyrie turn on Asuka or something like that after the match.
Yeah.
But we had like Sasha come back, so I knew that wasn't happening.
Yeah, they did lose clean tonight. What do you guys think? Should King of the Ring be a pay-per-view or just be one weekly Raw on SmackDown?
It should be. I think it should be a pay-per-view because
If you're going to put the big name wrestlers on it, I'm talking about your superstars. I think that it should be
why not have it a pay-per-view?
pay-per-view.
Why is there no Queen of the Ring? Excuse me.
Because there aren't enough women wrestlers.
There is a whole women's division. Let's see here. Dana Brooke,
Asuka has to be the heel.
Lacey,
Come back with that crazy
Naomi,
face paint. She's
Natalia,
yeah, that would be. I think Asuka go come
Sarah
back. Sarah
Logan.
Good.
Tamina, Asuka, if we put her in singly, Billie Kay, if she goes in as a single, Carmella, Charlotte, Ember Moon, Kairi Sane, Liv Morgan,
Hey,
Mandy Rose, Mickie
Scott
James.
answered your question.
I don't care if they have the Mae Young Classic.
Why don't the men have the Mae Young Classic?
Because the Mae Young is a women's wrestler.
Who cares?
Why is there no Queen of the Ring? That's what I want to know. People have been asking for Queen of the Ring for quite some time.
I don't know.
And we haven't gotten it. There's only been a King of the Ring.
Told you,
and
there's just not enough women to do it.
There is a whole freaking women's roster that I just listed off of
Okay,
singles
and then
competitors.
check out the men's division. There's like 3 times the men.
I don't care.
So that's why.
The Iconics will never go single. I do agree with that. There are enough
No.
women to do a tournament.
Okay, whatever.
Okay,
so
whatever.
Then,
Argue with me some more.
then we have King of the Ring video.
Argue with me some more.
Yeah, okay. Should be
There
Queen,
are enough women to do a tournament.
Queen of the Ring now.
Yeah.
We have the Andre Stupid Jobber match at Mania. Lacey could be Queen of the Ring.
I mean,
Mania Classic is the tournament. I don't see issues, man. Don't even have a tournament until now. Yes, I agree. Lacey will win. The Queen of the Ring is
Charmel. Queen Charmel.
Yeah.
Booker T and Charmel. Oh boy. I don't know. I just think I don't know. James,
who do we think
knew you
will
were going
face
to ask
Bailey
that question.
next? That
Charlotte.
is a good question.
Charlotte.
I'm gonna go with Lacey.
Charlotte. I'm not going to go with Lacey, and I'm going to go with Charlotte.
Yes, the men do
King
have the Andre the
Fiend.
Giant Battle Royale.
Charlotte.
King Fiend to be good.
Charlotte.
Okay, I got you. I know what you're saying. I heard you. Charlotte. The women have a Battle Royale at Mania.
I mean, who
too.
else?
Yeah.
Who else is there? I just had that paper of roster.
I don't know. It's just I think it's gonna be.
I think it's going to be Charlotte because they're going to have Bailey drop the title to Charlotte, and then Charlotte's going to drop the title to somewhere else because they got to work on this Charlotte hitting that Ric Flair big number of being champion.
I don't know if Charlotte wants to be champion.
I don't. If it doesn't even have to be for a short time, it's just to add to the total.
I guess
That's
but
it.
I don't think that she really wants to be champion.
I think she's dropping it to Charlotte. That's what I think.
Okay, we'll see what happens.
When I'm right, thank me later.
All right. So then we have Seth versus AJ.
This isn't okay.
Maybe it'll be Liv
It could be
coming
Liv.
back with her new.
I think it's always going to go back to Charlotte, though. If we have no idea who it's going to be and there is no feud for Bailey to go into, it's going to be Charlotte.
It might be.
Because Charlotte's going to be the one they always fall back on. Just because they want to. I don't care if Vince loves Lacey. Vince loves Charlotte, too. Okay?
I think it's more about Charlotte. I don't think Charlotte wants necessarily to be champion.
Well, like I said, it doesn't even have to be for long. It could be something like we had at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view where she won it from... Shush. Scott. I am not a Charlotte stan. I'm just saying that...
Lady Rick just beat Trish. It has to be her.
If... It doesn't even have to be something long. It could be like what they did at Money in the Bank, where she took the title off of Becky. She was champ long enough to say she was champ to add to her total number of how many times she has been champ, and then Bailey came out and saved the day. It doesn't even have to be a super long title reign.
All right, whatever.
Because she's always going to be the one it falls back to.
Charlotte versus Nia Jax.
It's just the way it's going to be. She's going to always hold the title at some point in time.
All right.
9 times out of 10, if there is nobody else, it will be Charlotte.
Well, I'm not saying that she won't win it ever again. I'm saying right now, I just get a feeling she doesn't want to be the champion.
Well, I'm just saying, right now.
Nia Jax should face Bailey.
Nia Jax is...
Yeah, when she comes back. I mean, how quick is she going to be back? I know I've seen, her working out and things like that, but I don't know when her, scheduled return time is.
I don't either, but I'm just saying that whenever they want to put the title back on somebody, and like I said, just to add to her total number so she can beat Rick's record,
yeah,
they're going to put the belt back on her sometime soon.
Probably, but, I don't know that she really wants it right now.
I don't either, and I don't know if that's what people want, but it's ultimately going to happen because they want to add to the total.
Rousey beats Bailey on the first SmackDown on Fox. That'd be interesting.
Bailey versus Asuka would be great, but I don't see them building Asuka as a singles competitor right now.
A heel Asuka. Definitely a heel Asuka would be good. So Seth and AJ, Ace, the OC, gets thrown from the ringside.
Then they attack Rollins.
Yeah, then they end up attacking Rollins, disqualification. I agree why it's not Queen of the Ring. I told you, it's just not enough women.
Oh my gosh, look at the whole roster list that I literally wrote out for you.
Okay, there's 30 women in the total of wrestling.
So? You have them in a tournament, at least it's a women's match that we're getting on each show.
All right.
They said they have 8 guys from SmackDown and 8 guys from Raw that are fighting each other. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 Raw matches that we're going to get to see. 1, 2, 3, 4 SmackDown matches we're going to get to see.
So we have Ricochet.
What is not? You can't not.
Ricochet comes out to help.
You can't do that with the women's.
And then Braun comes out to help.
There are enough people there that you can have, even if they're just matches.
I don't want to see Styles versus Ricochet anymore. No, I don't want to see Styles versus Ricochet anymore either. I wish we could have seen one more Trish versus Mickey. Yep.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
They had good matches together. So yeah, Ricochet comes to help. Ron comes to help.
So that ends up being it for Raw. Overall, I thought it was a decent show.
Me too.
Had some good points.
Sasha. Sorry, James.
So it's one of the better ones that we've seen in a while.
I apologize, James. No, I don't. Sasha.
Anybody else?
I'm just gonna annoy James. Sasha.
Sal's versus Andrade.
Sasha.
Yeah, I think it could be good. I'm just not sold on Andrade right now. I agree, Chaos. That would be great.
Excuse me?
Yes.
You are not sold on Andrade right now?
No.
I like Andrade. He's pretty cool. He's grown on me, man.
I don't know why.
He's grown.
I'm not sold on Andrade.
Well, that is stupid.
Power
ranking for tonight.
rankings for tonight. I would say number 5. Obviously number 1 is Sasha.
Yeah, there was no Fiend tonight.
I wonder if he's going to come out tomorrow.
I just think it's kind of stupid not to have him out after SummerSlam, where he just had a big deal.
So I would say number 1 is
Number
Sasha.
Number 5.
I mean, no, I'd say.
By the way,
Sasha's
who won
number
the
1.
SummerSlam prediction belt?
We are going to tell you in 1 second. Export.
Okay.
Just to leave you on the edge of your
That'll
seat.
be live because she's getting a push. We'll see, James.
I would say number 2.
Sasha.
Number 2.
I'm going from 5.
Or 5, sorry. Number 5, probably.
I think Miz looked pretty good this week.
Yeah, Miz probably.
Number 5 is Miz.
Number 4.
Kabuki Warriors. Even though they didn't win, I think they put up a pretty good fight.
All right.
I think they should go in at number 4.
Number 3.
OC.
Number 2.
Wait. No. I'm going to say Andrade in number 3. That's my number 3.
All right, I'll go with the OC because,
I'm going to go with Andrade as my number 3 because, again, he did have a really good showing this week.
Number 2.
Number 2 for me is going to be
Seth.
Yeah.
I would say probably, and even though he lost, Cedric Alexander.
Yeah, he did. He was pretty good showing again this week. Scott, Sasha,
and then of course
number
Sasha.
5. Number 4, Sasha.
Scott, Sasha,
Number
Sasha,
3,
Sasha.
Sasha, and Sasha.
Yeah, I would say that match is good. I thought.
Oh, yeah, and then my number 1 is Sasha because Sasha coming back is pretty freaking cool, if I do say so myself.
All right, so the winner
Of the prediction
is
belt.
Elijah.
Darn, I was gonna do a drum roll.
Oh, sorry. Elijah is our champion for this pay-per-view.
Yes.
He hit
Andrade has
9
started
out of the
winning
10 matches. The
without
only
help.
match he did not hit was the one.
The Kofi and Randy Orton.
Yeah.
Because nobody got that. Because
Match
it ended
of the
with...
weekend. I go with Gargano and Cole.
I agree. If you were
That
to
is
do a
my match of the weekend.
top 3 matches of the weekend, what would they be?
Yeah,
Gargano,
Cedric taking that finish was awesome. Jobbers 4.
Number 4. Okay. Okay, Shane. I see how it is. If you'd say top
If I had to say
3
top
matches,
3, well,
Gargano and Cole would be number 1 because
Yeah.
it was a really good match.
I would say Gargano and Cole. I would say Io and Candice would be my number 2. And then my number 3 would be...
Shockingly for me, it'd be Brock and Seth.
Yeah.
You were going to talk about that on here.
Yeah. I gained a little more respect for Brock. I hate Brock. But I think the fact that he was willing to...
Eat the pin and
he-
get the crap kicked out of him.
Yeah, I mean, he looked strong at times, but he also allowed Seth to look strong. And I think that I gained a little more respect for him.
I'll gladly hold the title for Elijah. Sorry, Export. You came in second place, though. If Brock had won the match, you would have won.
Yeah, it was
And
down
if
to the
Seth
2 of
won
you.
If Seth won the match, it was Elijah.
Yep.
So
I don't think there's any doubt he's going to SmackDown. But I just felt that like I said, I gained. Wow, are you happy now?
Yes. Yes, James.
I gained more
happy.
respect for Brock. I've hated Brock, and I've talked about hating him on here. But I felt that he helped get Seth over. I think Seth is in a better spot now with
Bray versus
the
Finn was
fans.
good. Bray versus Finn would be in my top 5 matches of the weekend.
Yeah, I would say so too.
Bray had the best entrance of the weekend, though.
Trish vs. Charlotte wasn't bad.
I thought it dragged
I think
on
they missed a couple,
really long.
messed up a couple times.
Like, I think it was a lot longer than it needed to be.
Yeah.
But I think it was drawn out because,
how many, you got it pulled up?
nobody can. I think it was drawn out. Wow, that changed from Trish. I think it was drawn out, the Trish match, just because of it being her last match. So I think he had 8.
You had 8, little fat genie.
8.
So you were close to winning too.
Yeah, you were.
Anybody else got anything?
Sorry, 7. I looked at the wrong
7.
one. He had 7.
Jeez, get it right.
I'm sorry.
7. What do you think of Bray Wyatt's slander? I love it.
I think it's really cool.
I want one.
I think it was Chaos Theory who said that Bray should come out with Finn's head
Yeah.
next
I
time.
want one
I think that would be so cool.
Yes, really. I want one for Halloween, or like a whole bunch of them for Halloween, and I don't know if you heard me earlier, I'd like to like put them down my driveway. I think that would like freak people out.
I think that they should do
I wouldn't get any
Chaos's
trick-or-treaters then.
idea. Well, we never get trick-or-treaters.
Oh yeah, we never
anyways,
get trick-or-treaters
'cause we live
anyway,
on a
but I could
dead-end
always say
street.
that, the reason I don't get trick-or-treaters is because I got heads stuck out in
Severed
my driveway.
heads.
I meant to say the change from Trish to Charlotte helped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they should do Chaos's idea, where they have Finn's head is the lantern
Yeah, that'd be
next
cool.
for the next match.
That'd be cool.
And then whoever he beats next, they have his head.
Yeah.
And it's like he's taking everybody. That'd be pretty cool. Like, not gonna lie. It's kind of morbid, but it'd be really cool.
Yeah.
It goes with his
It would be.
character.
Yeah,
Should
the
have
torture rack could be a good
in his
one.
moveset.
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah, anyways, I was talking about the Trish and Charlotte match till we started talking about Bray, but I think it just dragged on a little too long.
Yeah.
And I think that was part of the issue. I think it was fine, but I think it just dragged on really
Yeah,
long. Like, a lot longer. But like I said, I think the reason they
They
did
had to
that
kill
was just
time.
for Trish.
Well,
to let
they
her
had to
get
kill
the
time.
upper hand again.
I had 2.
You had 2? I don't think so. You had more than that. Now, if we're talking about... If we're talking about
Go to the other one.
TakeOver, yeah, you had 2. If we're talking about SummerSlam, you had 5.
You had 5.
So, I mean, that's more than 2.
All right. With that, I think that we are going to take off. We'll be back tomorrow night after SmackDown.
Oh, one more thing. For those of you that were worrying about my health and well-being, I killed that fly.
Yes.
My health and well-being has now been saved
Yes.
because I killed that fly.
We obviously didn't do our after pay-per-view, for those of you that weren't here at the beginning. We didn't do our after pay-per-view show because we streamed for 4 hours live on Twitch during the pay-per-view.
Tomorrow, what time?
Tomorrow, what time? Probably about 9, right after, within a half hour. But try and get up about 15 minutes after, at the 15 minutes to half hour after.
You don't even know what you're saying at this
Well,
point. You're like,
it's 15,
15
I'm
to
trying
30
to, I'd like to say half hour, within a half hour after the show is over.
like 9:30-ish.
I like being up like right after the show's over, but technical difficulties.
If we have everything together, sometimes that works. And
Yeah.
if not, well, then we're up at around 9:30.
Yeah.
So anywhere between 9 and 9:30, we should be up. Long week of
How
wrestling.
many did James have?
James, you had...
Yeah, it was a long week of wrestling.
James, you had 6.
So we'll be back tomorrow night after SmackDown, trying to be up
Between 9 and 9:30.
between 9 and 9:30 our time, which is Central Time.
Yeah.
So like I said, we try and get up as soon as possible. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. Having more kids in the house, sometimes we have to kind of, work around them and shoo them out and so we can have a little bit of quiet here and not a lot of rowdiness going on. So,
Yeah. Otherwise, it'd be really loud.
So with that, we're out. You got anything else?
I don't think so.
All right.
The champ says good night.
Good night, Elijah. You are the champ for now. Till
I win it.
Yeah.
I was so close.
Just
Okay, it
ignore.
actually wasn't so close.
Till the
I had,
next
like,
pay-per-view, you are the champ.
6. I had 6. That's how many I had. So I was close.
With that,
It's
we are
just
out of
3
here.
points off.
Peace out. Tell all your friends about us. Tell them to come in, check out our channel, subscribe to us, hit the little bell button so they know when we go live. We're out. Peace. Goodbye, guys.